For my birthday, I'm trying a new vlog therapy formula. Just an 8-second vlog a day should amount to a weekly themed behind the scenes,
birthday, Mom.
1 minute short. This week's theme is rebirth. The show must go on. Therapeutic creativity. That's the challenge. This feels to me like the really eerie calm before the storm. All I wanted to do today was just continue with my business plan, and now all this drama, this interference. I keep feeling like there's an undermining force. The undermining aspect is merely a symptom of the interference. If you have interference, it means that the channel's not clear and that the frequencies, just are not compatible, and it's very, difficult to listen to. When you have interference, it not only makes things less clear, there's also the aspect of like a drain of power. There's some kind of a intervening contact that is a potential conductor. And instead of that energy going into the clarity of the frequency, it's just draining out, even if it's in the clouds. The long-awaited first drops of snow have arrived, and sadly, it's not as magical as I had hoped. People are not doing what they know they should be doing and are not in their good spirit. It unnerves them. How's my presence? Just my presence unnerving? It's because I am trying to do something good. The moral of the story is I need to keep trudging along and not allow any interference. The best way often to handle things is from both ends. The immediate and then the far out there, okay? And then you bring that far out there horizon vision that's elusive in the haze down to what you can actually see up close, and make that the immediate target, or not the intermediate target. And then you figure out, what do I have to do to get from here to there?
Boys, you see that the snow has arrived?
If there's many variables, instead of making it overwhelming and chaotic, one way that makes sense to me to look at it is the things that you need to be doing right now, no matter what, you need to continue to do. Maybe they could use a little modification.
Boys, the snow has arrived. Look at it. I'm gonna go and get some cat food and water. And
hurry! If in that horizon, that's actually the visible part, there are multiple peaks, and you're not quite sure which path is going to get you there. One you need snow gear, the other need desert gear, the other you need. Okay, so if you find a baseline commonality of the things that you would need for any of them, and then a couple little incidentals for just in case for each, and incorporate that into the things that you have to do no matter what as a human, and take it from there. And that's how I'm trying to break this down. And it's very tricky when there's a lot of interference. And, oh my gosh, the weather is getting more and more wild. I really felt like it was the calm before the storm. I don't know if the storm is coming. But yeah, I just couldn't see for safety having Alegria stranded down in another town. And I hate for her to miss school, but I can't hike across, to get hypothermia, God knows where in the mountains to try to get to her. So I need to boil it down to the immediate things that I need to do with the elusive vision in mind dialed back to the things that are actually tangible that you can chart as the intermediate, and then those different options or potentials kind of do a streamline. How do you modify the most immediate basic things that you have to do no matter what to be more adaptable to any given scenario? Is a simple way to look at it. That could be for traveling, that could be for just art project, that could be for, life in general. I've also decided that I could benefit from an actual camera. I want to continue to do all this mobile, portable, just real raw stuff, but there are certain things that I can't capture without a real lens. There's a time and a place to where I think with a little bit of the photography or videography, I could better present what it is that I'm trying to convey. For the blah 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 and the talk therapy and all that kind of stuff, it really doesn't matter. But there are certain instances where that visual aid can really zoom in or zoom out on a punctuation mark that is just really, 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 really profound. It's all about utilizing the mediums for their advantages, as in relationships, complementing one another's strengths and supplementing another's weaknesses as a rule of wisdom. So is true in expressive, artistic, and humanitarian endeavors. If you see the harmonious developments of the world, you contribute, you collaborate. Where you see suffering and deficit, you jump in to put a hand out to whoever may stand to be elevated. Seems pretty simple. Harder to put into application, and that's the challenge. If you liked this glimpse into my creative process, please subscribe to join the journey.